No matter how serious, every movie is made with the assumption that fans will be looking at the exact characters, objects, or action that the director intends. But sometimes people end up watching anything but. Whether it's overzealous extras, subtle jokes, or mistakes from the crew, sometimes watching the background of a movie scene can be twice as much fun. If you like this video, make sure you stick around until the end for links to more videos like this one. Here are Screen Rant's 10 hilarious details hidden in popular films. The Godfather. In a perfect world, movie audiences would never even notice a background actor, since they should be invisible if they're doing their job. The Godfather is hailed as one of cinema's greatest films, but even it falls victim to one hilarious blown take thanks to an extra who steps into the frame well ahead of her mark. Once you see her pop into view and quickly sneak back out, you'll notice it every time. Gladiator. Director Ridley Scott had to rely on computers to recreate Rome's massive Colosseum, and the thousands of spectators sitting inside it. But background extras were also needed for closer scenes, which opened the door to some less than historic cameos. Like the audience member creeping over his fellow Romans to make sure he gets into the entire frame of the camera that really isn't supposed to be there. The Hobbit, Battle of the Five Armies. Peter Jackson's trilogy may star a hobbit and a squad of dwarves, but it's the elves who show up to save the day. With thousands and thousands of soldiers too. The Hobbit trilogy took some flack for using too much CG, but that wasn't a problem for this scene. Every single one of the elves is given the exact same face, copied and pasted over and over again. Unless elves mastered cloning, it's one massive detail the effects team overlooked. Speed. Getting a city bus up to 50 miles per hour isn't easy in any situation, but threatening to blow it up did the job for Speed. The action takes place on freeways, city streets, and even an airport, with the constant threat of an explosion keeping viewers' eyes stuck on the bus. It's a good thing too, otherwise they might notice the cameraman filming the action not even trying to stay hidden from prying eyes. The Hunger Games. In the world of Pan Am, nothing is as important or terrifying as the Hunger Games, with each and every boy and girl of age eligible to be drafted into a battle to the death. The selection ceremony is tense to say the least, but not for everyone, since one little girl in the crowd is apparently more interested in her fingernails than her life being on the line. Kids. You only live twice. The only thing as famous as this James Bond movie's villain is his signature white cat. But even if Blofeld managed to keep his cool while his base was overrun, the cat was a different story. Apparently, nobody thought about what would happen once an explosion was set off next to the animal, which means audiences can watch as the cat loses its mind in real time, forcing actor Donald Pleasance to keep it in a death grip just to get through the scene. Death Proof. Quentin Tarantino doesn't usually try to hide the movies and characters that influence him, and Death Proof is no exception. When the leading ladies are enjoying drinks and dancing before Kurt Russell's villain enters the picture, he's already been introduced. Sort of. It's no surprise to learn that Russell's role as Jack Burton in Big Trouble in Little China is one of Tarantino's favorites, a fact made clear by the hero's tank top hanging from the bar's wall. Star Wars: Attack of the Clones. The first Star Wars prequel may get some of the harshest criticism of the series, but the tie-in video game has a lot more fans. Star Wars Episode 1 Racer put players behind the controls of their very own pod racer, and they weren't alone. When Anakin and Obi-Wan head into a nightclub in Attack of the Clones, actual footage of the game is shown. Apparently, it's just as much of a spectator sport as droid football. The Lego Movie. Most of the inside jokes and references in the Lego Movie make sense once viewers realize they're watching a young boy playing with his father's carefully constructed Lego sets. But one joke managed to slip by plenty of fans. When the heroes first take a trip to Cloud Cuckoo Island, the random blend of toys, themes, and characters makes absolutely no sense whatsoever.
I have no idea what's going on or what this place is at all.
It's never spelled out, but when the boy's father is revealed later in the movie, he points out the Legos and toys his son is allowed to play with. A box of mismatched toys in a cardboard box, complete with the Cloud Movers logo. Kingsman: The Secret Service. There was one sequence in this spy thriller that no fan could ever forget, pitting star Colin Firth up against a church of rampaging maniacs. The actor trained for months to be able to pull off most of his own stunts, and the frantic ballet of over-the-top violence is almost flawless. Until you notice the one background actor who is less than bloodthirsty, swinging a chair so gently, he's barely breaking a sweat. Those are the jokes, Easter eggs, and mistakes in movie backgrounds that caught our attention. But which ones did we miss? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. Make sure you click on the top right link for more hilarious details in movies. Thanks!